Today's how to build is on Lego Owls. So I have to admit that this first Lego Owl I totally stole the design from a big model that was at the Lego store on Michigan Avenue in Chicago. But I modified it a bit, so yeah, here you go. So get some 2x2 downward slopes. Get 2 of those, connect them with some 2 jumper plates. Then we'll do a white 2x2 brick for the belly, some 1x2 bricks around the side, some upward slopes for the bottom, and then at the for the feet, we'll do yellow or tan, whatever color you think the feet should be, with little grabby hands, and 1x2 plate, fill it out, set that body aside. Then moving on to the very, very cool head. Need some 1x3 plate, go down here, and a 2x3 plate, make a little 3x3, and another 1x3 plate. Then build a 1x2 plate each side. And then for the beak, there's this click hinge plate. So it's got that little thing, which is a perfect little beak. I'm doing mine in tan. Fits in right there. And then 3 1x2 downward slopes along the back, and headlight brick, so along the front, and just a 1x1 brick there. For the top, the sort of pointed part of the owl, got these cool corner pieces, and put a 1x2 tile there. Then for the eyes, take a radar dish using trans neon green, but you could also do it in yellow or whatever color you think the eye should be. Putting a trans neon green 1x1 round on the back and a black 1x round on the front. Do 2 of those, and suddenly it becomes an owl because of the big eyes. And then you can stick the head on the body. And then for some wings in the back, it's got its wings folded up, but this is, let's start here with this 1x3 brick. Got a 1x2 downward slope, both sides, 1x2 brick, 1x1 brick, another 1x1 brick, another 1x1 brick. This is a 3 tall upward 1x2 slope, and 3 1x1 bricks on top of one another, just to link it all together at the bottom. 1x3 plate, stick that on the back. You've got an owl who's ready to perch on a branch, so that his wings hang off the back, which I think looks pretty cool. Second owl, I call this guy Hofflethorn, for reasons I won't go into. To start with the head, I was trying to make this look like a sort of great horned owl, I think. So that's what I was doing with the horns up here. But let's take this apart. So start again with a 1x3 brick here. I'm doing it in brown. The color won't really matter since it'll be at the back. 1x2 brick, and then some 2x2 upward slopes. I tried to match the coloring of an actual owl, so that's why I've got some brown and tan and white in this. So that's why this 1x1 brick is brown. Then for where the eyes will go, this is a Technic brick, 1x2 with a hole in the front, and I've stuck a Technic half pin which I'll pop out just for those of you who aren't familiar with what I'm talking about. So it's a half pin, so the other side fits the stud nicely. Doing white on this side. And the eye again is a radar dish with a black stud on the front. Do a similar job on the other side, so a tan brick here. I'm just using a yellow Technic brick instead for some differences in coloring. Then we'll do the nose here is going to be one of these smooth arches in black, which I think is a perfect little beak face. Then I've got two 1x1 plates stacked on top of each other. Stick it in there and do a 1x2 plate across that. Again, another brown 1x2 over there. I did a white 1x2, and this could all be, again, I was just trying to match the coloring on an actual owl face, but you don't have to. And then these slope toppers, as I like to call them, so sort of a half pyramid, and I think of this as the Santa hat piece, because it was in an old set where you had to build a Santa. That was the back of his hat. But two Santa hat pieces later, and we've got our horned owl head. So this is a 2x3 45-degree downward slope. So start with that, and I'm going to use a lot of slopes. So there's two 2x2 downward slopes, 1x2 brick, and again I'm trying to have some interesting coloring on here, so that's why I've got brown and tan and white. You can use whatever feels right. So I'm doing a 1x2 brown with a 1x1 white. Next level, I'm doing 2x2 tan and 1x2 in white. And at the bottom, I've got 1x2 brown and 2x2 in white. Now along the sides, to be the wings, I've again got these three tall slopes. This is downward facing in white, backwards downward facing in tan, and I flipped the colors on the other side, so tan and white. And then at the bottom here, I'm going to put some upward slopes on to connect things nicely. In the middle, I've got this sort of cushiony, pillowy brick, and again some 1x1 plates with grabby arms, grabby hands, clips, whatever you want to call them, for the feet. And in the back, I'm doing a 1x3 brick. And then this is a 2x2 slope and a 1x2 slope, held together by a 1x3 plate. Again, for the differences in coloring. And then 1x1, 1x1, 1x1. Got a nice little bit of plumage in the back. Can attach the head. And now we've got our full owl, who's also ready to perch on something. And you've got two cool Lego owls.